They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say damn, I learned some lessons. And say damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
And Kevin Green. But when the front four wasn't making the play, LA linebackers were. Led by number 53, Fred Strickland, rookie Roman Pfeiffer, and the thinking man's merchant of menace, Larry Kelm, Rams bullied, bruised, and bested ball carriers all season long. Still, there's more to defense than stopping the run.
Well, I think defensively, the strength would be in the secondary. We really need to develop some linebackers, and we need to develop some defensive linemen, particularly some players that have the ability to rush the passer.
Like Roman Pfeiffer, who, though still in his salad days, found all the roads that led to the quarterback. There are others who wear the gold and blue, who know how to make quarterbacks black and blue. Plan B acquisition Carl Wilson proved to be a grade A pass rusher. And of course, Kevin Green was as relentless as you'd expect a tank captain to be. And when a quarterback slipped past Green, Mike Peel was able to handle the skinning. Then there's Gerald Robinson, who finds opponents' backfields his favorite neighborhood. Still, the Rams' greatest strength defensively is their secondary, which makes it a primary place to look for big hits.
Off the ground. So off the ground. He was hit, baby. Hey, they didn't know how to welcome to the NFL, baby. No. They don't know how to pick up because they let you run free. That's a welcome to the NFL hit right there, baby.
In the defensive backfield, Chuck Knox has a group of students well-versed in the school of hard knocks. But more important than hitting hard is hitting an opponent where it hurts, in the turnover department. In 1991, the Rams secondary intercepted more passes than a chaperone at a debutante ball. Next season, the sailing should be even smoother thanks to Henley, cornerback Darrell Henley. Safety Michael Stewart. And rookie sensation Todd Light. This young and aggressive secondary makes short shrift of any opponent's ideas about going long. And with the addition of Steve Israel, the secondary will go a long way in helping the Rams find the promised land. And while football is the ultimate team game, it was the entire defense which led Los Angeles to victory over the defending world champion Giants in Week 2. With Kevin Green wired for sound, the Rams went east to play Giant killers.
Do your job! Play hard.
That's it. This is
Play hard all day long.
Put your hand on the ground, bring it up for 60 minutes. That's all
Bring
you
it
gotta
to
do.
them.
Let's get after their ass. Let's go.
Let's go now. 4, 3, 2, Z. Ready?
Nice, Kunil. That's nice.
Hey, we're kicking their ass, and they know it. They know it. Look in their eyes, man. Take it out of them.
You could see it in their eyes. Basically beat the Giants. But it took a play-calling coup to defeat them on the score.
Draw play, Delpino, big hole, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He is down at the 2-yard line.
Hell of a play.
Great ball, the draw play on 3rd and long. First and goal for the Rams.
Delpino eventually finished the drive with a touchdown, but it was Green and the defense which finished the Giants for the day.
I know. I'm reaching down, baby. I'm reaching down.
That's a nice job, baby. All right. That's a nice job.
You gotta love it, man.
That victory underscored everything that is right with the Rams.
I tell you what.
Got anything left?
Man, I am tapped. And that was a battle. That was a daggum war today.
What is it about you guys coming here and winning all the time?
You know, I think the Rams always kind of play better on the road. And
Especially Giant Stadium.
I'm gonna get some of this prayer here. Knock it out, fellas.
Offensively, it'll be a big challenge to develop a running game and give Jim Everett, who has more talent than any quarterback I've ever coached, a chance to blossom so that we don't have to lean on him, rely on him all the time to carry the offensive football team.
If the idea is to carry the team by carrying the ball, the Rams have some bright lights. Cleveland Gary combined strength and savvy with savage determination to find the end zone. But for the 1991 Rams, there was little doubt which back was at the front of the class. Enter Robert Delpino, running. Although Delpino led all the Rams rushers, he was equally at ease catching passes and, of course, running after the catch. For all his versatility, however, Delpino's greatest asset is his ability to find the end zone.
Hand off to Delpino. dives. He's in. Touchdown. Delpino has the ball. Delpino is over the goal line for the score. Back to throw at the 12. Looks into the end zone. Throws, and it is caught by Delpino. Touchdown, Rams. Here's the handoff. Delpino up the middle. 10-yard line, 5-yard line. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Delpino scored his 9th rushing touchdown, his 10th overall.
Of course, scoring touchdowns while preventing your opponent from doing likewise is what football's all about. Fairly simple, really. And against the Chargers in Week 7, the Rams made it look as easy as it sounds.
Tight ends in for the Rams. Pat Carter on the right side, now in motion, and Jim Price on the left side on the line. Everett to throw, looking into the end zone. The pass is caught by Price. Touchdown, Rams! Everett under center, 3rd and goal to go from the 1. Everett calling signals, turns, hands it off to Delpino, dives, he's in. Touchdown, Rams!
A balanced offensive attack gave the Rams the lead. A determined defense made sure they kept it.
3rd down, 9. Ball on the 1-foot line, handoff, and it is Marion Butts caught in the end zone for the safety. And it's Green, Kevin Green catches Butts for the safety in the end zone. And the Rams take a 16-14 lead.
Although it was a defensive charge which provided the spark, it was Jim Everett and Jim Price who made lightning strike twice.
3-21, 4th quarter of play. Johnson in motion to the left of the formation. Everett back to throw, looking left. Has lots of time. Guns the ball. Caught at the 2. Into the end zone is Price. Touchdown, Rams. Jim Price catches his 2nd touchdown.
It may have only been one win in a long season, but discerning fans saw more than a win. They witnessed a team beginning to gel, a team which not only knew it could win, but more importantly, believed in each other. You might not know it, but NFL quarterbacks undergo a remarkable metamorphosis when the whistle blows to start a game. You see, no other position demands the combination of raw courage and refined skill that quarterback does. Fortunately for the Rams, Jim Everett has both those qualities, and lots of them. Last season, Jim Everett threw for more than 3,400 yards, 2nd best in the NFC. But merely appreciating Everett's ability to go long would be selling him short. Everett does more than air it out. He finds secondary receivers like tight ends Damone Johnson and Jim Price. He's got the guts to stand in the pocket and face the rush, and the mobility to dodge problems and find solutions. But best of all, Jim Everett knows how to find the end zone. Of course, a quarterback is only as good as his receivers permit. And while Los Angeles is noted as a city with the gift of gab, it has some receivers who have the gift of grab. Aaron Cox, number 83 Willie Anderson, and number 80 Henry Ellard form a receiving triumvirate second to none. Because it would take a thesaurus full of superlatives to do justice to what they do best. It's better just to watch. Once again, Henry Ellard led the Rams in receiving by snaring 66 passes and gaining over 1,000 yards in receptions for the 4th consecutive season. And despite already owning every meaningful Rams receiving record, Ellard never stopped playing all out. Ellard isn't alone in his flair for the spectacular. Willie Anderson also knows what he wants and how to get it. That reception says a lot, not only about Anderson, but about the Rams. They've got ability, certainly. But more than that, they've got the will to do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Everett back, looks, lobs into the end zone, far side, it is caught by Ellard, touchdown! Motion to the right of the formation, goes Ellard, throw, it is a catch, touchdown Ellard! Diving grab by Ellard in the end zone. Everett to throw, looking right side, gets rid of it in the end zone, caught, touchdown Ellard! Everett back to throw, looking to the end zone, lobs to the end zone, it is a catch by Clifford, touchdown Rams! Beautiful throw by Jim Everett, and another clutch catch.
Quite simply, the Rams' aerial attack is more than a passing fancy. It's part of a strong foundation for the future. A football team goes only as far as it believes it can. Chuck Knox will make the Rams believers.
Well, I think you set the tone and the tempo as a head coach by the way you work, and you've got to appeal to a player to want to be self-motivated and also show him what his success, what it can mean to him as a player, as a man, what it can mean for his family, and outline goals and objectives for that particular player.
Against the Packers last season, every Ram displayed the true grit which will make the Rams winners next season.
Jim Everett has more talent than any quarterback I've ever coached.
Versus a linebacker on the left side. Tony Bennett is covering Cox. Let's see if the throw goes to Cox. Yep, at the 40-yard line, 35, 30-yard line. Oh, the Packers really blew a coverage, Jack. There was no one with any kind of speed to cover Aaron Cox. The Rams, and Everett sees that immediately and takes advantage.
Offensively, it'll be a big challenge to develop a running game.
Hand off Delpino. He dives in the air, and Delpino tumbles down. Touchdown!
From the opportunistic offense to a suffocating defense, the Rams played with the pride, heart, and courage of a team ready to not only compete, but win.
Defensively, the strength would be in the secondary. We really need to develop players that have the ability to rush the passer.
Get a turnover. Put her head on the football and get it out. There you go.
Dejas gets into it. Sikahema will catch the short kick of the 5. He's up the far side lines at the 10, cuts to the center of the field, fumbles the ball. It's grabbed by Newman. Newman's going to go in and score. Touchdown, Rams.
Come on, Zendejas, get it!
Tony Zendejas, the only kicker in the NFL who was perfect on every field goal attempt last season, provided the Rams with the winning points in their 23-21 victory. It's time to say goodbye to 1991 and hello to a new era.
Well, it feels good to be back. I'm glad to be back with Georgia and the Ram organization. What we need to do is raise that talent level and develop the young players that we have, and hope we can in some way inspire and instill in the veteran players to come out there and play as hard as they can play.
The Rams' talent level was dramatically increased on draft day, when the Rams wisely selected defensive lineman Sean Gilbert and defensive back Steve Israel. Those picks underscore the franchise's commitment to success, something each Ram must do individually as well. But it is as a team that the Rams will make the greatest impact. And make no mistake about it, the Rams will make an impact next season. From practice to the postseason, from the front office to the down and dirty front lines, the Rams are poised to return to the ranks of the NFL elite. The Rams will hit the ground running next season. Chuck Knox will guarantee that. They'll also hit back with a revamped and rejuvenated defense. The task may seem daunting, but instead of doubting, have faith. Chuck Knox has made a career of coaching winners, and he's dedicated to ensuring that history repeats itself. Count on the Rams to be not only in the right place next season, but ready to answer when opportunity knocks. But Delpino isn't the only one fired up over next season.
You ain't selling out now. Take it on in.